Greetings, wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We welcome you back once again to our news digest this day, the 7th day of September 2022, in the year of Elohim Chukwukikabiyama. Today is Wednesday, to be precise, and we must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. This is still coming forth from the desk of Nicky Bobby, where we bring you reliable news across Biafra land, Zoological Republic, Africa, and the world. We bring it to you undiluted, the way it is, because we believe in speaking the truth. Yehoshua said that the truth shall set you free. And of course, this is what we have come to do. And today we have a lot of meaningful insight, meaningful happiness that is going around, which you will definitely be interested to know of these things as they are going forward. Of course, earlier today we brought you the streaming of the constructive argument, the reasoning beyond the reasonable doubts that Barrister Aloy Ejimako came to Radio Biafra to share with us what has happened, what is happening, and what is going to happen. But of course, before we dive into the things we are going to discuss today, we want to implore you for a minute or a second, just hit the subscribe button of Nicky Bobby. Then share our news to those who might like it, as well as to give us thumbs up. Like, you do not buy like. We do not charge you. YouTube does not charge you to give likes. Just go ahead and give us likes so that other people who are interested in freedom will equally be able to search out our presentation, our content, so that it can help all of us to work hand in hand. So before we go into the things we are going to discuss, we just want to give you this little information. It's a kind of announcement that Mazi Chike Doziem, the IPOB head of the Directorate of State, for a broadcast on Friday, the 9th day of September 2022. He is coming up. So we are beckoning you to join on that radio broadcast, that we go out across Biafra land and the worldwide to know what is going on. Another interesting news that is quite necessary for you to hear is a breaking news that is coming up to you. This came up from the desk of Barrister Fanyi Jofo. He published it earlier. As regards to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our appeal number CA/ABJ/CRO/625/2022 between Nnamdi Kanu versus Federal Republic of Nigeria, earlier scheduled for hearing on the 11th day of October 2022, has been brought forward. In other words, has been brought back to the 13th day of September 2022. Chukwukikabiyama is on the throne and shall forever remain on the throne. Your relentless prayers and supplications is positively impacting. It therefore means that hearing on Onyendu's appeal challenging the remaining 7 counts charge filed against him will now be coming up for hearing at the Court of Appeal, Abuja, next week Tuesday, being the 13th day of September 2022. Thank you so much, Omuchineke, for your support so far and remain hugely blessed. We move. Signed, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Esquire, KSC, IPOB Slave Council, 7th day of September 2022. Of course, I am happy for this great development. And we are going forward to see what we can do. Now we are going to unleash what we have on our hands that's full as regards to what is going on in the Zoological Republic as well as in Biafra. A wise man once says that the most dangerous sickness, or should I say disease, that ever existed is not HIV, neither is it AIDS nor tuberculosis, but it is this trait of deserting your loved one when he is in need of you the most. So when your fellow human, your brother, your sister, your loved one capitalized on you, counted on you, believing that he is working hand in hand, and then at the critical point you decide to desert the person, this wise man is telling us that that is the most difficult and dangerous sickness and disease that has ever been recorded. Well, I am drawing this point home because I want our people to understand The power of working hand in hand, the power of working together. That if you work together, hardly will the enemy overcome you and suppress you. The spirit of Igwebike, the spirit of Omonabike will continue pushing us ahead, even though some people have fallen aside. But we continue working hard. I want to read a little article here for what the Zoological Republic is planning. The Fulanis with their masters. You know, the southeastern and southern governors, they say that they have declared a ban on anti and open grazing of cattle, rustling of cattle openly. They said they ban it. But since they published that, they have not made any necessary move to see how they will enforce it. Not even single of them. But of late, yesterday we brought you this information that the Mieti Allah, which is the Fulani Tea Group, a fraction of the Fulani Tea Group being run by the federal government of the Zoological Republic, have started mounting pressure on the governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo Chukwuma, Chalewa Mafo. They are mounting pressure on him not to enforce the ban of open grazing. We reasoned yesterday and asked you, what does that mean? If they singled out Soludo and asking him not to implement it, what happened to other states? Does it mean that they are working freely? And of course, that is what it should imply, that the Fulanis are working freely in other states. So it is the duty of only ESN. ESN has been the only body, only protective organization that has been guiding our people across Biafra land. But look at this article. Public service announcements. I decided to read a copy of the National Grazing Reserve Council bill, and I was surprised at what I saw. The bill creates a council to be chaired by a chairman to be appointed by the president. The council shall have the power to take your land anywhere the land is located in the country and then pay you compensation. Your land, when taken, shall be assigned to herdsmen, who shall use your land for grazing purposes. They shall bring cows to the land, and you shall lose the land permanently to those Fulani cattlemen. If you feel that the council was not right to take your land, you can go to the courts. But before you go to courts, you must first of all notify the Federal Attorney General of your intention to sue the council. Apart from notifying, you must get the consent and the authority of the federal government or the Federal Attorney General before you can sue them. So that means that if the Attorney General refuses to give his consent to the suit, you have lost your land forever to the herdsmen. This law, when passed, shall apply to whole country. So it means that your land in the village or anywhere is not safe. The National Grazing Reserve Council would have the power to take away your land from you anytime they want and pay you whatever they want as compensation, even when you don't want to sell. And remember that for you to get compensation, you must have documents showing or proving ownership of that land or any property they want to take. So I think that we all in the Southwest, South, and Southeast must rise up and reject this bill. We must do all things to force out National Assembly members from passing that bill into law. That bill is a deliberate attempt to take our lands and hand the land over to the Fulanis, cattlemen, since it is only the Fulanis that raise cattle in the Zoological Republic. That law, when passed, shall fulfill the directive of Usman Danfodio and other northern leaders to take over other parts of Nigeria. Of course, they say they are going to dip their Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. Of course, they have done so to a certain extent. I implore you to use all available means to employ your senator and rep not to pass that law. That law will destroy Nigeria. All over the world, ranches are established and used to raise cattle. The farmers buy land and put their cattle there. There is no country where the land of the citizens are compulsorily acquired and given to others. This is evil. and designed to favor the Fulanis, where the president comes from. We must resist the passage of this bill into law to save Nigeria and to protect our future generations. Please share this piece until it goes viral. We must defend our land and protect our children. And this source is coming from Dr. Austin Monye, from Uniben, or possibly he is the one that put up this article. Well, the idea is that few weeks ago or some months ago, we have brought to you a particular video that Dr. Chika Odunka equally said about the law that Nigeria want to hand over, the government want to hand over Zoological Republic into the hands of the Fulanis alone. Where he said that everything you want to do, you have to go to Abuja to register it, whether church, whether business. At the end of the day, you have to bring your proceeds of the church, of the business, of anything you want to Abuja. Then the Fulanis will decide if you want to use their profit, whether business or anything. You have to go to Abuja to register it. This is part of the laws they are passing, they want to pass. Now, look at it this way. Fulanis are not indigenous from the Zoological Republic. These are people that came and they have taken their stand to take over the Zoological Republic, which they have gone about 50% of it. It's only F00lani now that is really giving them headache. If you are saying that this bill will destroy Nigeria, I don't understand that statement. Nigeria is already destroyed and gone. Does Nigeria look like a place that is still existing? Does Nigeria look like a civilized society? I happened to be discussing with one of the Zoological Republic military some time ago. So he is encouraging his friends that are in Europe to return to Nigeria. So they were asking him, are you serious of what you're saying? From Europe to return to Nigeria? He said yes. That he's telling them the truth, that they should return. Nothing is happening in Nigeria. There is no insecurity. That they shouldn't listen to all this thing they are listening or hearing on social media. They asked him, are you really speaking out of your sense? Are you sure of your sense? He said yes, that they should forget about that they shouldn't mind those things. It's all these IPOB people carrying all these things. That Nigeria is good. That is what a Nigerian military is telling to his families, his friends in UK or in Europe. So his colleagues that are still in Nigerian military, those from Europe-based instruction and the outside instruction, were like asking him, and this man, this military guy, is from Abia State. They ask him, oh boy, are you speaking with your senses or what? What exactly are you saying? That Nigeria is good? I beg, you better say the thing the way it is. Nigeria is no good for anything. These are military people cautioning their own military brother, colleague, who is an Igbo man. Our sons and Yorubas are telling them, oh boy, what are you telling per se? You are telling people that Nigeria is good. I beg, go to talk that thing again. I don't know why you are saying this, but I know that I don't know what you want to accomplish by saying that your brothers in Europe should return and find a better job in Nigeria. Why am I relating this is to show you how some people reason and behave. This man, does he mean he has not, maybe, just maybe, he hasn't come in contact with the Boko Haram, with the Fulanis, those T group. But he knows, because he sees it on daily basis, that his colleagues in the military are being deleted on daily basis. But he swallowed the truth and be telling his family friends to return, that nothing is happening, that they are here. That is where it comes. Call to knowledge, call to action, to really admit the very reality of life. Some people decide to jettison the reality of life, and they want to say whatever that comes into their mouth and say it. They don't care. But this military man knows that Nigeria is not safe. Nigeria is gone, but he's inviting his family friends to come back. That is not the way they are hearing it. Now it is a Yoruba man, it is our someone that is telling me, but don't talk that in again. So what we are saying here is this write-up that this man from Uniben, Dr. Austin, put up. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB has started saying this over 10 years ago. We have started saying it. But our people decided to keep a deaf ear on it. Now everything is done on them. They are writing articles. Because while the southern governors are busy promulgating laws on how to ban open grazing, the Fulanis at the federal level is promulgating a law on how to take off all the land. So when they take your land, so anywhere they are grazing now is their own land. It's not, you will not come out and tell them that you don't open grazing, right? So these are the things that IPOB saw on time through Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and they have been canvassing, calling everybody. But these people at the elite stage decide to, if instead of supporting the reality of life, they are seeing it before, and instead of for them to support it, to say the truth for once, they decided to go to the other way. Perhaps this man that wrote this thing right now, he would have, maybe sometime, he would have been one of the people that we attacking IPOB before. But now everything is falling down on them. They have risen up. They have remembered. They are now calling people, don't support this bill. You see, that is why we started by quoting the word of Yehoshua. Truth will always set you free. And now I'm really extending it to some people who have seen what is going on in this struggle for the restoration of Biafra. They have seen it with their open eyes and ears. They are seeing it korokoro, that it is IPOB that is doing it. That all these infiltrators who came and tried to see how they will bring down IPOB during the time of extraordinary rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at that initial time. A lot of you have seen that these are agents that are working for the Zoological Republic, agents that are working for the DSS. You have seen it, but you decided you choose to work with them. What we are hearing, but he's doing great job. They are doing good job. Leave them now. Nobody will judge them. I don't care. I will be supporting them until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out and say that he didn't do well, then I will know that he didn't do well. It is your stupidity wallowing in your own idiocy that is making you to make such comments and reiterate. When you are seeing the truth, you are seeing the sign written everywhere that these are infiltrators. These are those who are working with Nigerian government, with Nigerian DSS, trying to bring down IPOB. DOS is on a daily basis carrying this burden, protecting you through all means, through ESN. But what you want to do is to desert DOS and run to the infiltrators. Tomorrow, you will come back and say, what will you say to IPOB, to DOS, that you are sorry you didn't know? How long will it take you to recall where you are? Now, I go back to what I'm discussing. This bill that is being causing issue that they want to pass in Abuja, do you think that the senators will be able to prevent it? Do you think that all of them in the House Assembly, both the upper and the lower chamber, do you think that they will be able to prevent it? Who are the senators who are going to represent you? Is it not all Joseph Carlo from Abia State, who has already given lop and lop to Fulanis? And he's proud that he has conquered 2 big communities in Abia State, in Igbo land, for the Fulanis. Or Joseph Carlo is a Fulani man. He is proud that yes, he conquered 2 big Igbo communities for Fulanis. Is he not somebody like Hope Uzodinma? When he's done finished, he will now go to become one of the senators, because that is how the politics in the zoo is working now. Is it not the senators from Akwa Ibom State who are really fighting on how to... What will make you believe that this particular bill will not be passed? It has said so. Time has come. This for you to know the things your idiocy has led some of you to allow. Things, even when you are seeing it on your front, you cannot talk. I'm asking again, which of the senators will be able to prevent the passage of this bill? Let me shock you with a statement. This word is coming from Alhaji Ojozo Carlo direct. This is the exact word he used to boast against IPOB, Biafra and Igbo people. See what he said? He said, I have discussed with my father, Buhari. Listen, about what Joseph Carlo, he's calling Buhari his father. I have discussed with my father, Buhari. He promised me that we must launch military attack in Ohafia, Arochukwu, Isukwato, Ozuakole, and environs against those ESN in the bush, in those areas. This is what Joseph Carlo is saying. This is the man you say you are capitalizing not to vote in the bill. Such man, F00lani. So the earlier you guys know what you are doing, the earlier you acknowledge the very reality of life and come back and see how you merge power with IPOB. Forget about this issue of running helter-skelter. I want to vote in Labour Party to become the president. I want to vote. We are not saying no, you should go ahead, but look at things from the rightful perspective. After voting in 8 years, what happened later? This bill will still come to play. After 8 years, assuming P2B takes the mantle of leadership in the Zoological Republic, what's happened after 8 years? That is what I'm asking you again. It is time you make use of your senses. We brought you about this particular issue of bill that Dr. Chid or Duncan said months back is still coming up. Record that these Fulanis want to take up your waterways. Everywhere there is river, there is stream in Biafra land and in extension to other parts like Yoruba. They are preparing a bill, and this bill is still encoded in this one we are talking now, because the bill of waterway was rejected. They are now come back. They want to take up properties, and when they take up every land, including waterways again, but now they started the waterways. They don't want to put it as a special bill. So they are taking any property they want, they will take. So the Fulani is now at the federal government. Any land they want, they take. And you will see it, some of the idiotic Igbo people who are jealous of their brothers' achievements and wealth will be the one that will take over the role of playing the soil sabo. They will be the one that will be going and pointing for the Federal Republic of the Zoo. Okay, this land is okay. Go and take this one. That will be the land of his brother, because maybe the brother was able to acquire a large volume of land. It's not this sabo that will be going to point them. Go and take, there is land, so position. Say, go and take it. We know you. So we are calling everybody. It is high time you pull your resources together. It is high time you know where you place your support, where you lend your support. Don't lend your support whereby tomorrow you will turn around and say, if I had known, I never knew. Because the time that has passed is enough for you to know where you are standing. It is extremely enough for you to know. And as if that one is not okay, the administrator of Imo State, Ozadema, he equally said in his comment the other day that Igbo people are not supposed to become president of Nigeria. They don't need to talk about president of Nigeria before they talk about anything president in Nigeria. That they should continue, first of all, finish their slavery. That's what Ozadema said. That they should go and make peace with Fulanis before they can talk about Igbo presidency. These are stooges. That's how you know. Are these not the people that will represent the bill, that will pass it over? And following that, just want to bring to you what we equally brought to you 2-3 days ago of what is happening in Iguache River State as a whole. The Zoological Republic soldiers are ravaging right now. They say they are avenging their colleagues' deaths, and they invade Rivers community. This is what is going on. The soldiers are busy. They are dealing with people in River State, in Degema local government area. They have turned everything. They have destroyed everything. They are deleting people the same way that the Fulani T group used to go and loot and burn. That same way it is. They are doing it in River State. At the same time, they are destroying. They say they are equally destroying illegal refineries in Niger Delta communities. This is what is going on. The Nigerian Navy has destroyed assets worth over 30 billion naira belonging to illegal refinery operators in the Niger Delta in its war against oil theft. Commodore Adeduton Ayo said, he is the Director of Information, said that the Navy was doing its best in order to tackle oil theft and illegal refinery in the region. Of course, this is situation. Have you ever in a day seen where the Nigerian military went to Zamfara and said that they are dealing with people who are mining gold? They said gold is not gold. It's not for the federal government. The gold in the north is not for federal government. It belongs to the states. Have you ever had it? Navy, military. Have you ever had it? Going to Zamfara or every other parts, any other parts of north, dealing with those who are mining the gold. Have you ever had it? But everything is, it must happen. And these are the things we are saying. And when you tell those from the coastal Biafran, they claim we are the coastal Biafran, you are the South. Because oil is in our own land, in Imo State, in Biafra, in Delta, in Anambra, we still have oil. So they are after the oil, they are securing the pipeline for the Fulanis. Sometimes I don't even like discussing this, because when I get to this point, it really throws me off. How can a full-fledged man from East say that he is protecting the oil pipeline for Fulani, somebody who came from Futajelon? You are protecting it for him. He is paying you your own property, your own resources. It's serious. So this is what is going on. Recall that I told you before now, when the issue of the pig from the creek and the other man came up, that Fulanis want to bring them, hit their head together. I told you, here this thing will be leading. Pig and Tompulo. I told you that this is a ploy by the Fulanis to bring these guys together. And when they brought them together, and when they start clashing with each other, then the Fulanis will now go underground and start dealing with people, the environs, giving you reasons. Along the line, they will tell you, hey, it's Tompola and the pig from the creek. They are the one causing this issue. Is it not what is happening now? Are you not seeing it? The military has gone underground. And these are the military faction from the northern parts, the Fulanis. Look at the work they are doing in Degema, in Bile community in Degema, River State. They are destroying communities, sacking communities. They give allegation that one of their colleagues, you are deleted. And as such, they have to finish the entire community. Along the line, they say they are going for oil theft, destroying properties worth of 30 billion. Have you not seen what we are saying? That we know how these people behave. So when they are taking up your community, when they are taking up your region, you'll be thinking, okay, they are fighting insecurity for you. They want to put this in normal for you. Not at all. It is a way of taking your community, and they have taken it. Those in Calabari, those in Degem, wherever you are, know that the Fulanis has overrun your community, your region. And until you come to terms with these things we are telling you, you are still far. As we are drawing the curtains on end, just try to let you know some of the things you have to do, especially our brothers in Abia States and the parts of Ohafia, because the Zoological Republic military has concluded their plan to impose a 7-day sit-at-home in Ohafia by force. 7 days sit-at-home. And they are threatening to launch a heavy attack on Ohafia. If you are asking me what you should do, not only because of what is going on in Ohafia now, as regard to the entire message we brought to you, if you don't know what to do, what we recommend for you is to go and listen to Radio Biafra. Then support what IPOB is doing, because that is the only safety we have. Only safety you have. That is that. IPOB. I do not believe in Nigeria for a single day. So whatever the noise you are hearing on social media, you say they are marching for this man, they are marching for P2B, they are marching. I ask again, what are you marching for? What is the reason of marching? Is it the problem that has encircled the entire Zoological Republic? None of them has been able to answer me. No single reason. The 2 million march. What are you marching for? Nothing. I ask you again, if P2B becomes the president of the zoo today, you know, he has to start from the foundation. And of course, he will not finish the foundation job. You know what the foundation job means? Nigeria has no electricity. So before he can get electricity that covers, let's say about 60% of the Zoological Republic territory, before P2P can sustain electricity, constant electricity of about 60%, You know, it must have taken years. Let's say about 7 years. Now, the remaining 40% that he couldn't cover, what will happen to it? Where he must have gone? I have a deputy chairman of a local government from my area. When they brought light, the first ever light that came to our community in 1990s, they said, yeah, 1999, he took the electricity down to his own house with the only pole and cable down to his own house and his own co-house. Every other people from the community, he told them that when time comes that they will extend. That was where the electricity ended. You've not talked about running water, pipe-borne water. You've not talked about building sewage system. Are these not the things that make up a civilized society? Where will you think that P2B will start? Of course, he will start from somewhere. He said he has to start by creating employment. Then after 8 years, if we manage to sustain the first 4 years, the second 4 years, which is 8 years, after then what happened? You will see a Fulani man that will take over everything and crash it overnight. Within a year, he finished everything because they want to take everywhere. They want to take your land. You ask me again, what should you do? Go and learn. Go and acquire knowledge from Radio Biafra. That is the only avenue that has taught us who we are. Then we will know, we will be able to understand where we are coming. And then we can postulate where we are going to. Radio Biafra is the only place that can save you. It doesn't matter the noise you make. I'm telling you before you. I'm telling it kuro before you. Just jettisoning all your professorship, all your doctorate degree, or everything. Because common sense, wisdom, you don't learn it, you don't acquire it in university. It's not wisdom, it's not about going to school. Wisdom, it is Chukwu Okike Abiyama that give wisdom. And when you prepare your mind to acquire wisdom. We thank you for listening, wonderful people. And we say that it's in Biafra land that all of us have our citizenship. And until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. May you remain safe and blessed wherever you may be. For those who believe in what we are doing.